Hey guys, what's up? Baller here. We are now on this third game or third prediction for this December 28, 2021 NBA Game Day. This is the game between Philadelphia 76ers with a record of 17 and 16 going up against Toronto Raptors, the home team with a record of 14 and 16. This one will be played at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. And before we start, I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Alright, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings for these two teams. Philadelphia 76ers is at number 6. For their last 10 games, they've won 5. And approaching this game, they're coming off a win. Now for Toronto Raptors, they're not that far. They're at number 10. And for their last 10 games, they've won 5. It's still pretty decent despite of what's going on. But approaching this game, they're actually coming off a loss. And that was a huge loss against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 40-plus points. Alright, let's take a look at it. Toronto Raptors, they'll be enjoying the home court advantage on this. It's 1 point for them. Talk about momentum. We got to give it to Philadelphia 76ers because Philadelphia won their last game. And Toronto Raptors, man, they got beat up badly. And as for their fatigue, man, both teams are coming off rest. So let's not talk about that anyway. Let's check on the injury list as of the moment. All right, so this is as we speak. All right, for Toronto Raptors, we got Johnson, Birch, Trent, Siakam, Bonga, Dragic, Champagny, Anunoby, Barnes, Achua, and Flynn. And there's Van Vliet as well. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 players confirmed out for Toronto Raptors. Although I've read some news and some articles that there's a possibility that Van Vliet and who's this? Siakam might play. Although again, those are just rumors and news. But I'm checking ESPN's injury list. They are still on the out status, but who knows? This is the problem with this COVID shit, however you want to call it. Anytime changes can actually happen. May it be game time or maybe 2 hours prior to game. Anytime, any changes can happen. So we'll see. We'll take a look at that, and we'll see what's going to happen. Now for Philadelphia 76ers, they still have 4 people out. Of course, Ben Simmons is still one of them. Danny Green, Andre Drummond, and Shake Milton. So I haven't heard any rumors that any of these 3. Actually, it's 4, but I'm not counting Ben Simmons, of course. Any of these 3 injured or hurt or having COVID-19 players will be playing, at least so far. And let's take a look at the spread. It's minus 6.5 for Philadelphia 76ers. With that kind of a spread, I'm assuming that the odds creators are actually assuming, and maybe they've already learned that indeed at least one of those scorers of Toronto Raptors, or maybe, I don't know, maybe even both, are actually playing. Because if you would consider how they played last time out against Cleveland Cavaliers, man, that was a beating. And if you would check on Philadelphia 76ers game, man, they just won, and almost all of them are actually there. There's Embiid, there's Tobias Harris, there's Curry. So, man, you got more than enough to actually beat the actual Toronto Raptors team. Now, let's say indeed 1 or 2, or maybe both would play, Siakam and Van Vliet. I'm thinking Philadelphia 76ers can still actually cover this one. Of course, those 2 say they would play. I'm not sure whether they are on form already. It's just their first game after being sidelined. At the same time, 6.5, it's something that Philadelphia can cover. I'm looking at that last win of Philadelphia as a win that they need to actually start some sort of a streak. And Toronto Raptors say those 2 would play. They still have a long list of needed players, to be an intact team and to be a competitive team to beat or to cover a spread like that against Philadelphia 76ers. So I'm still backing up Embiid on this with a minus 6.5 on it. Sixers minus 6.5. Peace out, pass love, and God bless.